Imagine having a superpower that could transform your life forever. A power so incredible, it can reshape your reality from the inside out. This isn't some far-fetched fantasy. It's the amazing ability to visualize images in your mind. Think about it. Every great achievement, every beautiful piece of art, every technological marvel, they all started as a picture in someone's head. And guess what? You have this same power within you right now. But here's the thing. Many of us don't know how to tap into this incredible gift. We go through life, missing out on the magic that's right there in our own minds. It's like having a shiny new smartphone, but only using it to make calls. There's so much more it can do, if only we knew how to use it. That's what we're going to explore today. We're diving deep into the world of mental imagery, uncovering the secrets of how to see things clearly in your mind. This isn't just about daydreaming or wishful thinking. It's about harnessing a powerful tool that can boost your creativity, enhance your problem-solving skills, and even deepen your spiritual connection. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big deal? Why does it matter if I can't see things clearly in my mind? Well, let me tell you, it matters a whole lot more than you might think. When you can't visualize well, it's like trying to navigate through a foggy forest. You know where you want to go, but you can't see the path clearly. This makes it so much harder to reach your goals, especially when it comes to your spiritual journey. Think about it this way. Have you ever tried to follow a recipe without knowing what the final dish should look like? It's tough, right? You're not sure if you're on the right track, or if you've gone completely off course. The same thing happens when you're trying to grow spiritually without a clear mental picture of where you're heading. When your mind's eye is cloudy, it affects everything. Your meditation sessions might feel flat and unproductive. You might struggle to connect with your inner self or the universe around you. It's like trying to tune into a radio station, but only getting static. The signal is there, but you just can't quite catch it. But here's the good news. Just like you can train your body to run faster or lift heavier weights, you can also train your mind to create clearer, more vivid mental images. And when you do, it's like switching on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, everything becomes clearer. Your spiritual practice deepens, your creativity flows more freely, and you start to see possibilities you never noticed before. So, what exactly are we going to cover in this journey? Well, buckle up, because we're about to embark on an exciting adventure into the realm of your own mind. First, we're going to break down what mind images really are. Don't worry if you've never given it much thought before. Most people haven't. We'll start with the basics and build from there. Next, we'll explore why so many of us struggle with visualization. Spoiler alert, it's not because there's anything wrong with you. In fact, you might be surprised to learn that some of the things you do every day could be clouding your mental vision without you even realizing it. But we're not just here to talk about problems. We're here to find solutions. That's why I'm going to share with you a simple yet powerful exercise that you can start using right away to boost your visualization skills. It's so easy, you'll wonder why you didn't try it sooner. As we go along, we'll look at how to apply these visualization techniques to your spiritual practice. Whether you're into meditation, prayer, or any other form of spiritual connection, you'll discover how clearer mental images can take your practice to a whole new level. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. But I've tried visualization before, and it just didn't work for me. Don't worry, we'll address that too. We'll talk about common challenges people face when trying to visualize and how to overcome them. Because here's the truth. Everyone can improve their visualization skills. It just takes the right approach and a bit of practice. By the end of our time together, you'll have a toolbox full of techniques to help you see things more clearly in your mind. But more than that, you'll understand how this seemingly simple skill can have a profound impact on your life and your spiritual journey. So, are you ready to unlock the power of your mind's eye? Are you ready to see your world, both inner and outer, with newfound clarity? Great! Let's dive in and start exploring the amazing world of mental imagery. Trust me, once you start seeing things more clearly in your mind, you'll wonder how you ever lived any other way. This is your invitation to a whole new way of experiencing the world. Let's get started. Let's start by breaking down what we mean when we talk about mind images. You know how you can close your eyes and picture your childhood home, or your favorite pet, or even that delicious meal you had last night? That's a mind image. It's like having a little movie screen inside your head where you can play all sorts of scenes and pictures. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. These mind images aren't just random pictures floating around in your brain. They're powerful tools that can shape your thoughts, feelings, and even your actions. Think about it. When you're craving your favorite food, what happens? You probably start to see it in your mind, right? You might imagine the color, the texture, maybe even the steam rising off it if it's a hot dish. That mental image is so powerful it can make your mouth water. But mind images go way beyond just making you hungry. They're like the blueprint your brain uses to understand and interact with the world. When you're trying to solve a problem, your mind often creates images to help you work through it. When you're planning your day, you might visualize yourself going through different tasks. And when you're dreaming about your future, those dreams often come in the form of mental pictures. Now, let's connect this to spirituality. Many spiritual practices involve visualization in some form. When you meditate, you might be asked to picture a peaceful scene or a ball of light. In some traditions, people visualize deities or sacred symbols. These aren't just pretty pictures. They're tools for focusing your mind, deepening your concentration, and connecting with something greater than yourself. Here's a simple example to help you understand. Imagine a red apple. Take a moment to really see it in your mind. What shade of red is it? Is it shiny or matte? Can you see the stem? Maybe there's a leaf attached? This might seem like a simple exercise, but you're actually flexing your visualization muscles right now. The cool thing about mind images is that everyone experiences them a bit differently. Some people see very clear, detailed images, almost like looking at a photograph. Others might see more vague shapes or outlines. Some people don't see images at all, but they might have a strong sense or feeling of the thing they're thinking about. And you know what? All of these are perfectly normal and valid ways of visualizing. But here's the really exciting part. No matter how you currently visualize, you can get better at it. Just like any other skill, visualization is something you can practice and improve. And as your visualization skills get stronger, you might find that your spiritual experiences become richer and more meaningful too. Think of it this way. If your regular eyesight was blurry, you'd probably want to get glasses to see more clearly, right? Well, learning to visualize more clearly is like getting glasses for your mind's eye. Suddenly, your inner world becomes sharper, more vivid, and more alive. So, whether you're a meditation master or just starting out on your spiritual journey, understanding and improving your mind images can be a game changer. It's like adding a new dimension to your spiritual practice, opening up new possibilities for growth and understanding. Remember, these mind images aren't just idle daydreams. They're a fundamental part of how your brain processes information and interacts with the world. By learning to harness the power of your mind's eye, you're not just improving a skill, you're unlocking a whole new way of experiencing your inner and outer worlds. Now that we understand what mind images are and why they're so important, let's talk about why many of us struggle to see them clearly. It's a common issue, but the reasons behind it might surprise you. First off, let's address the elephant in the room. Our modern lifestyle. We live in a world that's constantly bombarding us with external stimuli. From the moment we wake up to the buzz of our alarm clock to the last scroll through social media before bed, our senses are on overload. TVs, smartphones, computers, they're all competing for our attention, filling our minds with ready-made images and sounds. While all this technology has its benefits, it can also dull our ability to create our own mental images. Think about it. When was the last time you just sat quietly and let your mind wander? For many of us, the answer is not recently. We've become so used to constant entertainment that the idea of creating our own mental pictures feels foreign or even difficult. Another big challenge is stress. When you're stressed, your mind is often racing, jumping from one thought to another. It's like trying to watch a movie on a screen that keeps changing channels every few seconds. This mental chatter makes it hard to focus on creating and holding a clear mental image. Then there's the issue of self-doubt. Many people believe they're just not good at visualizing. Maybe you've tried meditation or visualization exercises in the past and felt like you weren't doing it right because you couldn't see crystal clear images in your mind. This self-doubt can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, making you less likely to practice and improve your visualization skills. Let's not forget about impatience. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want results, and we want them now. But visualization, like any skill, takes time and practice to develop. When people don't see immediate results, they often give up, not realizing that they were making progress all along. There's also a misconception about what visualization should feel like. Some people expect to see movie-like scenes playing out in their minds. When their experiences don't match this expectation, they assume they're doing something wrong. But the truth is, visualization can look and feel different for everyone. Another obstacle is lack of focus. In our multitasking world, we've gotten used to dividing our attention between multiple things at once. But effective visualization requires concentration. It's about being fully present in the moment and giving your full attention to the images you're creating in your mind. Sometimes, past experiences can also get in the way. If you've had negative experiences with meditation or spiritual practices in the past, you might feel hesitant or skeptical about visualization. These mental blocks can make it harder to relax and let the images flow. Physical factors can play a role too. If you're tired, hungry, or uncomfortable, it can be much harder to focus on creating mental images. That's why many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of taking care of your physical needs as part of your spiritual practice. Lastly, there's the challenge of consistency. Like any skill, visualization gets better with regular practice. But in our busy lives, it's easy to forget or put off practice sessions. Without consistent practice, it's hard to see improvement, which can lead to frustration and giving up. Now, reading all of this might feel a bit overwhelming. You might be thinking, wow, there are so many things that can get in the way. But here's the good news. Understanding these obstacles is the first step to overcoming them. And the even better news? None of these challenges are insurmountable. Remember, everyone faces these obstacles to some degree. Even people who seem to be naturals at visualization had to start somewhere. The key is to be patient with yourself, to practice regularly, and to approach visualization with a spirit of curiosity and exploration rather than judgment. In the next section, we'll start looking at some practical techniques to overcome these obstacles and start improving your visualization skills. But for now, take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Which of these challenges resonate with you? Understanding your personal roadblocks is the first step towards clearing the path to clearer mental vision. Now that we've talked about what mind images are and why they can sometimes be tricky to see clearly, let's roll up our sleeves and get practical. It's time to start your journey into the world of visualization. Don't worry if you feel a bit unsure. We're going to start with some really simple exercises that anyone can do. First things first, find a comfortable spot. This could be a cozy chair, your bed, or even a quiet corner in a park. The key is to choose a place where you feel relaxed and won't be disturbed for a few minutes. Take a few deep breaths, letting your body settle into a comfortable position. There's no need to sit in any special posture, just make sure you're comfortable. Now, let's start with something really simple, visualizing a basic shape. We'll use a circle as our first subject. Close your eyes and try to picture a circle in your mind. Don't worry about making it perfect or super clear. Just do your best to see a round shape. Here's where it gets interesting. Start to play with this circle in your mind. Can you make it bigger? Smaller? Can you change its color? Maybe try to see it as red, then blue, then yellow. If you're having trouble seeing colors, that's okay. Just focus on the shape for now. Next, let's try something a bit more complex. Imagine a simple object, let's say a cup. Picture a basic cup in your mind. What color is it? Does it have a handle? Is it tall or short? Don't worry if the image isn't crystal clear or if it keeps changing. That's totally normal when you're starting out. Now, let's engage more of your senses. Imagine picking up this cup. What does it feel like in your hand? Is it smooth or textured? Is it warm or cool to the touch? Try to hear the sound it would make if you tapped it with your fingernail. Can you imagine the sound? If you're finding this challenging, don't worry. Visualization is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. The key is to be patient with yourself and to keep trying. Even if you feel like you're not seeing clear images, your brain is still working on developing this skill. Here's a little secret. Visualization isn't just about seeing. It's about engaging all your senses in your imagination. So if you're having trouble seeing the cup, try focusing on how it would feel or the sound it would make. Sometimes, these other sensory details can help make the visual image clearer. Let's try one more exercise. This time, we'll visualize a simple scene. Imagine you're standing on a beach. Feel the sand under your feet. Is it warm or cool? Can you hear the waves? Smell the salty air? See the blue sky and the water stretching out to the horizon? Take a moment to really immerse yourself in this imaginary scene. Remember, the goal here isn't to see a perfect, crystal clear image. The goal is simply to start exercising your visualization muscles. It's like going to the gym. You wouldn't expect to lift heavy weights on your first day. You start small and gradually build up your strength over time. One important thing to keep in mind: don't judge your visualizations. There's no right or wrong way to see things in your mind. Some people see very clear, detailed images. Others see more vague shapes or impressions. Some people don't see images at all, but rather feel a strong sense of the thing they're imagining. All of these are valid forms of visualization. As you practice these exercises, you might notice that some days it's easier to visualize than others. That's completely normal. Our mental clarity can vary based on many factors: how well we slept, how stressed we are, even what we've eaten. The key is to keep practicing regularly without getting too hung up on the results of any single session. Try to make visualization a daily habit. Even just a few minutes a day can make a big difference over time. You could do these exercises first thing in the morning, during a lunch break, or right before bed. Find a time that works for you and try to stick to it. Remember, visualization is a skill that can enhance many areas of your life, not just your spiritual practice. It can help with problem solving, creativity, stress relief, and more. So even if you're not seeing immediate results in your spiritual journey, know that you're developing a valuable skill that can benefit you in many ways. As you continue to practice, you'll likely find that your visualizations become clearer and more detailed over time. You might start to notice that you can hold images in your mind for longer periods, or that you can visualize more complex scenes. These are all signs of progress. Don't be afraid to get creative with your visualization practice. As you get more comfortable with basic shapes and objects, try visualizing more complex things. You could imagine your dream home, picture yourself achieving a goal, or even create entire imaginary worlds in your mind. The most important thing is to approach your visualization practice with a sense of curiosity and playfulness. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to get it right. Instead, think of it as a fun exploration of your own mind. The more you enjoy the process, the more likely you are to stick with it and see improvements over time. So, there you have it, your first steps into the world of visualization. Remember, this is just the beginning. As you continue to practice, you'll discover new techniques and find what works best for you. The journey of improving your visualization skills is a personal one, and it can be incredibly rewarding. So take a deep breath, relax, and let your imagination soar. Your mind's eye is waiting to show you amazing things. Now that we've dipped our toes into the world of visualization, it's time to take things up a notch. Think of this as the next level in your mind gym workout. We're going to build on those basic skills and start flexing those mental muscles even more. Let's start by revisiting our beach scene from earlier. Close your eyes and picture that beach again. This time, we're going to add more details. Can you see footprints in the sand? Maybe there are seashells scattered here and there. Listen closely. Can you hear seagulls calling overhead? Feel the gentle breeze on your skin. Is it warm or cool? As you're doing this, you might notice that some parts of the scene are clearer than others. That's perfectly normal. Our minds tend to focus on certain details while others remain a bit fuzzy. The key is to keep exploring the scene, adding more sensory details as you go. Now, let's try something a bit more challenging. Imagine you're holding an orange in your hand. See its round shape and bright color. Now, in your mind, start to peel it. Watch as the peel comes away in strips. Can you smell that citrusy scent? Now imagine cutting the orange in half. See the juicy segments inside. Can you almost taste that tangy sweetness? This exercise isn't just about seeing, it's about engaging all your senses in your imagination. The more senses you involve, the more vivid and real your visualizations become. Here's another technique to try. Start with a blank canvas in your mind. Now, imagine drawing a simple house on it. Start with the outline, a square with a triangle roof. Now add details, windows, a door, maybe a chimney. What color is the house? Is there a garden in front? A tree beside it? Keep adding details, making the picture more complex as you go. This exercise helps train your mind to not only visualize, but to create and manipulate images. It's like being the director of your own mental movie. As you practice these more complex visualizations, you might find that it gets easier to hold images in your mind for longer periods. You might also notice that you can switch between different images more easily. These are all signs that your visualization skills are improving. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. Some days, your visualizations might be crystal clear, while other days they might be a bit foggy. That's okay. The important thing is to keep practicing regularly. It's the consistency that leads to improvement over time. One fun way to challenge yourself is to try visualizing abstract concepts. For example, can you picture happiness in your mind? What does it look like? What color is it? Does it have a shape? There's no right or wrong answer here. It's all about exploring your own unique way of visualizing things. Another powerful technique is to visualize yourself performing a task or achieving a goal. Athletes often use this technique to improve their performance. They'll visualize themselves making the perfect shot or crossing the finish line. You can apply this same technique to any area of your life. Want to nail that presentation at work? Visualize yourself speaking confidently, engaging your audience. Trying to learn a new skill? Imagine yourself performing it flawlessly. As your visualization skills grow stronger, you might find that you start spontaneously visualizing things throughout your day. You might close your eyes for a moment and see a vivid scene, or find that your daydreams become more detailed and immersive. This is all part of the process. Your mind is getting more comfortable with creating and manipulating mental images. Remember, visualization is a skill that can benefit many areas of your life. It can enhance your creativity, improve your problem-solving skills, reduce stress, and even boost your confidence. So even if you're not seeing immediate results in your spiritual practice, know that you're developing a valuable skill that can enrich your life in many ways. Now that we've built up our visualization muscles, let's explore how we can apply these skills to our spiritual practice. Whether you're into meditation, prayer, or any other form of spiritual connection, visualization can be a powerful tool to deepen your experience. Let's start with meditation. Many meditation practices involve some form of visualization. For example, you might be asked to imagine a peaceful scene, like a serene mountain lake or a tranquil forest. With your improved visualization skills, you can make these scenes more vivid and immersive. Try this. Close your eyes and imagine yourself sitting by a calm lake. See the clear water stretching out before you. Hear the gentle lapping of waves on the shore. Feel the soft grass beneath you. Smell the fresh, clean air. Really take your time to build this scene in your mind, making it as detailed and real as possible. As you sit in this imaginary spot, you might find that your body naturally begins to relax. Your breathing might slow down. You might feel a sense of peace washing over you. This is the power of visualization in meditation. It can help create a mental environment that supports relaxation and inner calm. But visualization in spiritual practice isn't just about creating peaceful scenes. Many traditions use visualization to connect with spiritual concepts or entities. For example, you might visualize a ball of light representing universal love or divine energy. As you improve your visualization skills, you might find that these abstract concepts become more tangible and real in your mind. Here's an exercise to try. Imagine a ball of warm, golden light hovering in front of you. See it glowing softly. Now, imagine this light slowly expanding, growing larger and larger. Feel its warmth. Imagine this light represents pure, unconditional love. As the light grows, imagine it enveloping you, filling you with a sense of love and peace. Visualization can also be a powerful tool in prayer or intention setting. When you're asking for guidance or sending out positive intentions, try to visualize what you're asking for. See it clearly in your mind. Feel the emotions associated with it. This can help make your prayers or intentions more focused and powerful. For those interested in chakra work or energy healing, visualization is often a key component. You might visualize different colored lights corresponding to each chakra, or imagine energy flowing through your body. As your visualization skills improve, you might find that these practices become more vivid and impactful. Here's a simple chakra visualization to try. Imagine a red light at the base of your spine, root chakra. See it glowing softly. Now, imagine this light slowly rising up your spine, changing color as it goes. Orange at your lower belly, sacral chakra, yellow at your solar plexus, green at your heart, blue at your throat, indigo between your eyebrows, third eye, and finally, violet at the top of your head, crown chakra. Take your time with this, really seeing and feeling each color. Another powerful way to use visualization in your spiritual practice is to imagine your ideal self or your highest potential. What does the best version of you look like? How does this version of you act, speak, and move through the world? Spend time regularly visualizing this version of yourself. This can help align your actions and thoughts with your highest aspirations. Remember, the goal of using visualization in your spiritual practice isn't to see pretty pictures in your mind. It's about creating a bridge between your conscious mind and your deeper, spiritual self. The images you create serve as a language that allows you to communicate with parts of yourself that aren't easily reached through words alone. As you incorporate visualization into your spiritual practice, you might notice that your experiences become more vivid and meaningful. You might find it easier to enter meditative states or to feel connected to your spiritual beliefs. You might even start to have spontaneous visualizations during your practice, images, or scenes that seem to arise from your subconscious. It's important to approach these experiences with an open and curious mind. Don't judge your visualizations or try to force them to be a certain way. Instead, allow them to unfold naturally. Sometimes, the images or scenes that arise spontaneously can offer profound insights or guidance. As you continue on your visualization journey, you're likely to encounter some challenges along the way. Don't worry, this is completely normal and part of the learning process. Let's talk about some common hurdles and how to overcome them. One of the most common challenges people face is the "I can't see anything" problem. You close your eyes, try to visualize something, and nothing. Just blackness. If this happens to you, remember that visualization isn't always about seeing clear, vivid images. For some people, it's more about having a sense or a feeling of what they're trying to visualize. Try this. Instead of trying to see an apple, think about the qualities of an apple. What color is it? Is it smooth or slightly bumpy? How does it smell? Imagine biting into it. What does it taste like? By engaging all your senses, you might find that you start to build a mental image, even if it's not a clear visual picture. Another common hurdle is the wandering mind. You start to visualize something, but before you know it, your thoughts have drifted off to your to-do list or what you're having for dinner. This is totally normal. Our minds are used to constantly jumping from one thought to another. The key is to gently bring your focus back to your visualization when you notice your mind has wandered. Don't get frustrated or judge yourself. Just calmly redirect your attention. Some people struggle with holding an image in their mind for more than a few seconds. If this is you, start small. Try to hold an image for just 5 seconds, then gradually increase the time. It's like building any other kind of strength. You start with what you can do and slowly push your limits. Fear of failure can be another big obstacle. You might worry that you're not doing it right, or that you're not making progress fast enough. Remember, there's no right way to visualize. Everyone's experience is unique. Instead of judging your progress, try to approach your practice with curiosity. What did you notice today? What felt different? Celebrate small improvements and be patient with yourself. Sometimes, People find that their visualizations bring up unexpected emotions or memories. This can be unsettling, but it's actually a sign that you're connecting with deeper parts of yourself. If this happens, take a moment to acknowledge the emotion or memory, then gently return to your visualization. If you find certain visualizations consistently bring up difficult feelings, it might be helpful to talk to a therapist or spiritual advisor. Another challenge can be finding the time and space to practice. In our busy lives, it can be hard to carve out quiet time for visualization. The good news is, you don't need hours. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. Try integrating visualization into your existing routine. You could do a quick visualization exercise while waiting for your coffee to brew, during your commute, if you're not driving, or right before bed. Some people find that they start strong with their visualization practice, but then lose motivation over time. If this happens, try mixing things up. Experiment with different types of visualizations. Set yourself fun challenges. Or find a visualization buddy, someone you can share your experiences with and who can help keep you accountable. Physical discomfort can also be a hurdle. If you find yourself getting fidgety or uncomfortable during your practice, experiment with different positions. You don't have to sit cross-legged on the floor. You can visualize while lying down, standing, or even walking. Just find what works best for you. Remember, everyone faces challenges when learning a new skill. The key is to be patient and persistent. Don't get discouraged if you have days where visualization feels difficult. Just like with physical exercise, progress isn't always linear. You might have days where you feel like you're making great strides, and other days where it feels like you're back at square one. This is all part of the process. If you find yourself consistently struggling, it can be helpful to seek guidance. There are many books, online courses, and workshops dedicated to improving visualization skills. You might also consider working with a meditation teacher or spiritual guide who can provide personalized advice and support. Above all, remember why you started this journey in the first place. Visualization is a tool to enhance your spiritual practice, to deepen your connection with yourself and the world around you. Keep that purpose in mind and let it motivate you to keep going, even when the going gets tough. As you continue to practice and overcome these hurdles, you'll likely find that visualization becomes easier and more natural. You might even start to enjoy the challenges, seeing them as opportunities to grow and learn more about yourself. So keep at it, stay curious, and trust in the process. Your mind's eye is a powerful tool, and with patience and practice, you can learn to use it in amazing ways. Now that we've explored visualization in spiritual contexts, let's talk about how you can use these skills in your day-to-day life. Visualization isn't just for meditation or spiritual practice. It's a powerful tool that can enhance many aspects of your daily experience. Let's start with goal setting. Have you ever heard of athletes visualizing their perfect performance before a big game? This technique isn't just for sports. You can apply it to any goal you're working towards. Let's say you have an important presentation coming up at work. Take a few minutes each day to visualize yourself giving that presentation. See yourself standing confidently, speaking clearly, and engaging your audience. Imagine the positive reactions from your colleagues. Feel the sense of accomplishment when you finish. This kind of visualization does two things. It helps you feel more prepared and confident, and it also helps your brain rehearse the task, making you more likely to perform well when the time comes. Visualization can also be a powerful tool for problem solving. When you're stuck on a problem, try this. Close your eyes and visualize the problem as a physical object or scene. What does it look like? Now, imagine different ways of changing or manipulating that object or scene. This can help you see the problem from new angles and come up with creative solutions. In your relationships, visualization can help you communicate better and build stronger connections. Before a difficult conversation, take a moment to visualize it going well. See yourself speaking calmly and clearly, and imagine the other person responding positively. This can help you approach the conversation with a more positive mindset. Visualization can even help with everyday tasks like cooking or DIY projects. Before you start, take a moment to visualize each step of the process. See yourself moving smoothly from one task to the next. This mental rehearsal can help you work more efficiently and avoid mistakes. For those of you who are creatively inclined, visualization can be a powerful tool for inspiration. Writers can visualize their characters and scenes before putting pen to paper. Artists can see their finished piece in their mind's eye before making the first brush stroke. Musicians can hear melodies and harmonies in their head before playing a note. Even in moments of stress or anxiety, visualization can be a helpful coping tool. When you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment to visualize a calm, peaceful place. It could be a real place you visited or an imaginary sanctuary. See it clearly in your mind, engage all your senses, and allow yourself to feel the calm of that place. Remember, the key to making visualization work in your everyday life is practice. The more you use these techniques, the more natural and effective they'll become. Start small. Maybe choose one area of your life to apply visualization to this week. As you get more comfortable, you can expand to other areas. As we've seen, visualization is a powerful tool for enhancing your spiritual practice and navigating daily life. But it's also an incredible catalyst for personal growth and self-discovery. Let's explore how you can use visualization to foster your own development and become the best version of yourself. One of the most powerful ways to use visualization for personal growth is through what's often called future self visualization. This involves creating a detailed mental image of your ideal future self. Who do you want to become? What does that version of you look, sound, and act like? How does this future you move through the world? Take some time to really flesh out this vision. See yourself living your ideal life, embodying your best qualities. What kind of work are you doing? How do you interact with others? What does your daily routine look like? The more detailed you can make this vision, the more powerful it becomes. Once you have a clear image of your future self, make it a habit to connect with this vision regularly. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself as this ideal version of you. This practice can help align your current actions and decisions with your long-term goals and values. Visualization can also be a powerful tool for building new habits and breaking old ones. When you're trying to establish a new habit, visualize yourself performing that habit consistently. See yourself enjoying it, feeling proud of your consistency. For breaking bad habits, visualize yourself easily resisting temptation, feeling strong and in control. Another area where visualization can foster personal growth is in developing emotional intelligence. Practice visualizing yourself responding calmly and compassionately in challenging situations. See yourself managing your emotions effectively, communicating clearly, and empathizing with others. Over time, this mental practice can translate into real-world improvements in your emotional responses. Visualization can also help you uncover and work through limiting beliefs. Often, our growth is hindered by subconscious beliefs about what we're capable of or what we deserve. Try this exercise. Visualize yourself achieving a big goal or living your dream life. Pay attention to any resistance or discomfort that comes up. These feelings often point to limiting beliefs that you can then work on addressing. For those working on self-confidence, visualization can be a game changer. Regularly visualizing yourself as confident, capable, and worthy can help rewire your brain to actually feel more confident in real-life situations. See yourself walking tall, speaking with authority, and radiating self-assurance. Remember, personal growth often involves stepping out of your comfort zone. Visualization can help make this process less daunting. Before facing a challenging situation, visualize yourself navigating it successfully. See yourself feeling nervous, but pushing through anyway. Imagine the sense of accomplishment you'll feel afterwards. Lastly, don't forget to use visualization to celebrate your progress. Take time to visualize your growth journey, seeing how far you've come. Imagine yourself feeling proud and grateful for your own resilience and dedication. This kind of positive reinforcement can motivate you to keep pushing forward on your personal growth journey. As we wrap up our exploration of visualization, let's take a moment to look ahead. What does the future hold for this powerful mental technique? How might advances in technology and our understanding of the brain shape the way we use visualization in the years to come? One exciting area of development is the intersection of visualization and virtual reality, VR, technology. Imagine being able to step into a fully immersive environment that you've created in your mind. While we're not quite there yet, Researchers are working on ways to use brain-computer interfaces to translate mental images into digital visuals. This could revolutionize fields like architecture, where designers could literally walk through their creations before they're built. In the realm of health and wellness, visualization is likely to play an increasingly important role. As we learn more about the mind-body connection, medical professionals are finding new ways to use guided imagery to support healing and manage pain. In the future, we might see visualization techniques integrated more fully into mainstream medical treatments. For mental health, visualization could become a key tool in virtual therapy sessions. Therapists might guide patients through immersive visualizations to help them process trauma, overcome phobias, or manage anxiety. The combination of traditional talk therapy with powerful visualization experiences could lead to breakthroughs in treatment. In education, we're likely to see more emphasis on teaching visualization skills from a young age. As we recognize the power of visual thinking for problem-solving and creativity, schools might incorporate visualization exercises into their curricula. This could help students excel not just in arts and creative fields, but also in subjects like math and science, where visual thinking can lead to innovative solutions. The business world is another area where visualization is set to make a big impact. We're already seeing companies use visualization techniques for everything from product design to strategic planning. In the future, entire business strategies might be developed and tested through complex, collaborative visualizations. As our understanding of the brain deepens, we're likely to develop even more targeted and effective visualization techniques. Neuroscientists are continually uncovering new insights about how our brains process and create mental images. This research could lead to visualization practices that are tailored to individual brain patterns, making them more powerful and effective. In the spiritual realm, we might see a resurgence of ancient visualization practices, combined with modern understanding. This could lead to new forms of meditation and spiritual exploration that blend timeless wisdom with cutting-edge neuroscience. One particularly exciting possibility is the development of technology that can provide real-time feedback on our visualization efforts. Imagine a device that could measure the vividness of your mental images and guide you in strengthening them. This kind of biofeedback could dramatically accelerate the process of improving visualization skills. As we look to the future, it's clear that visualization will continue to be a powerful tool for personal growth, creativity, and spiritual exploration. The techniques we've explored in this video are just the beginning. As you continue to develop your visualization skills, you'll be well prepared to take advantage of whatever new developments come our way. We've taken quite a journey through the world of visualization, from understanding what mind images are, to exploring how to create them, to applying these skills in various aspects of our lives. We've seen how visualization can enhance our spiritual practices, boost our daily performance, and drive our personal growth. Remember, visualization is more than just a neat mental trick. It's a fundamental way that our brains interact with and shape our reality. By honing your visualization skills, you're not just improving your ability to see pictures in your mind. You're enhancing your capacity to imagine, to create, to problem solve, and to connect with your deepest self. As you move forward from here, I encourage you to keep practicing. Start small, be patient with yourself, and remember that like any skill, visualization improves with consistent effort. Don't be discouraged if you face challenges. They're a normal part of the learning process. Experiment with different visualization techniques to find what works best for you. Maybe you'll discover that you're particularly good at visualizing with your eyes open, or that you have a knack for creating detailed imaginary worlds. Perhaps you'll find that visualization comes most easily when you're in nature, or right before you fall asleep. Remember, there's no right way to visualize. Your mental images might be crystal clear, or they might be more like fleeting impressions. You might see vivid colors, or your visualizations might be more about feelings and sensations than visual images. All of these experiences are valid and valuable. As you develop your visualization skills, stay curious about how you can apply them in different areas of your life. You might be surprised at how many situations can be enhanced by a bit of intentional mental imagery. Finally, don't forget to have fun with it. Visualization can be a joyful, creative process. Let your imagination soar. Use your mind's eye to explore new possibilities, to dream big, and to connect with the vast potential within you. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the power of visualization. I hope you found it informative and inspiring. Remember, the ability to shape your mental landscape is a remarkable gift, one that can truly transform your life. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and step into the vibrant world of your imagination. The only limit is what you can envision. Happy visualizing!